busy though.
Chairman of the Institute of Directors in the North East, and I was kindly invited by Robert Forrester to say a few words to introduce this evening. First of all, it is a great pleasure to be here at the building that is going to be the centre of operations for one of the North East's fastest growing and most dynamic businesses. It will amaze you to hear that this business, Vertu Motors PLC, was founded less than 10 years ago. And it's got a fantastic record, which I'm going to invite our Chief Executive to tell us about in a few minutes' time. But from this building, over 120 dealerships nationwide are served by customer service centres and all sorts of services that a head office function would also perform. This building is appropriately going to be opened by the Minister for the Northern Powerhouse, because this company is a powerhouse in the motor retail sector, and in the way it's contributing to the economy of this area and the North East in general, it is a vital cog in the Northern Powerhouse itself. I'd like to invite to explain a little bit about the company and its ethos, the Chief Executive and Founder, Robert Forrester.
I'd just like to say it's great to see so many people here. I wasn't the only founder, actually. There were a couple of us. And Alex Lamb reminded me of when me and Mr. Teasdale were sat on a bench on the right next to the River Tyne, wondering what on earth I was going to do the rest of my life. And we came up with an idea of going back into motor retail, which for two chartered accountants who knew nothing about cars was slightly off the wall. The company has grown very fast, and it's growing very fast because it is absolutely full of committed professionals who love what they do. And this building is absolutely full of them, but so are the dealerships. And every time I look round, we're out of date. I mean, 117, 19 franchises, 118. As you know, today is a big day for this through the group, because not only are we opening this, and it's great to see so many figures from the North East here, but we also announced a major acquisition today, which could have been a complete disaster, if I'm honest. Which lunatic buys Volkswagen Audi dealerships? We pulled every stunt we possibly could. You know, a quote from the head of Audi. You know, we've got a brilliant article in the Telegraph tomorrow, which is written by a lovely lady from the Telegraph, and I think our PR people pull some big favours. Vertu backs VW in £12.8 million. It goes without saying, but we're quite popular with Volkswagen at the moment. Because the only positive PR they've had in 10 days. It's gone down exceptionally well. We bought a great business, by the way. It's ranked number 2 in the entire UK's Volkswagen Audi business. It is an absolute special business. But we've got some fantastic businesses, some fantastic people, and the great thing about our business is we haven't really started, to be honest. You know, I think the special mixture of energy, less so youth now, I don't think we're playing youth quite yet, but you know, the values that we've got, you know, they're on the wall there and they actually mean something. Believe it or not, one of the 4 values of Volkswagen UK is integrity. I'm not kidding. It's on the walls of every one of our boardrooms in every one of our Volkswagen businesses. And in fairness, nothing bad will happen to Volkswagen. It is a great company. They've clearly made some errors of judgment, but they'll get over it, and that's why we bought the dealerships today. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. The company is at a good place. It was great to be based in the North East. I was actually at my school last night, which I hadn't been to for 28 years. And I get to talk to some business leaders. And as I came up the motorway, I finally realised after 13 years that actually I do live in the North East, and my home is in the North East as opposed to in Shropshire. I'd now like to pass to Graham, but I really would just like to thank you very much for all your efforts, hard work, and for coming today. Thank you.
So, it's a big company, it's a successful company, and when we heard there was going to be a minister for the Northern Powerhouse, we had to invite him straight away to conduct the opening of this special building. James Wharton was elected MP for Stockton South in 2010, a very slender majority of just over 300. He was re-elected this year with a majority of over 5,000. His share price, so to speak, increased by 18 times. I think if Robert's company does that, it would be fantastic news for Robert. In the days after the election, David Cameron appointed James Wharton as Minister for the Northern Powerhouse project, and in his first visit to outside of Downing Street after the election. David Cameron came up to the North East to reinforce that appointment. And after the party conference season is over, I know Mr Wharton is going to be steering a bill through Parliament that makes this Northern Powerhouse a reality, and everyone can understand it then, I'm sure. But we were very, very grateful that he could spare the time today to say a few words and officially pull the cord on our plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Wharton MP.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Robert. It's quite hard to follow the speech that Robert has made, because it's by somebody who has lived and breathed what this company is. This is the embodiment of what I sometimes think of as the spirit of the north of England. This is no ordinary thing, to sit by the River Tyne, to think, what should we do, to look at your accountancy qualifications and decide to go into car dealerships. Not only to do it, but to do it in such a successful and effective way. It is not easy to drive a large company to significant and impressive growth. It is not easy to secure a turnover of over £2 billion a year, to have nearly 120 dealerships under your umbrella. It is an incredible achievement, and it's an achievement that is being delivered from here in the northeast of England, which has the northeast at its heart, and which this building demonstrates very much at the heart of its future plans as well. It's great to see so many people here, and it's great to see what has been done with this space and what is planned for the future. I think it's great to hear that you are investing in VW, because it is that sort of forward-thinking, ambitious spirit which has driven you to the success that you've enjoyed so far, which can deliver so much more for the future. And I've got no doubt from the tour I've had, from the information that I've received about this business, that it's one that's ambitious to have an even brighter future ahead of it. As you deliver that, we want to ensure as well that we share in that success in our region and across the north of England. The investments that you bring, the jobs that you create, the numbers that we see talked about in very impressive promotional videos like the one that was up on the screen there, they speak to real people. Those are people's jobs, people's livelihoods. Those are opportunities for people who want to go into the range of opportunities that we presented in a business like this. Whether it's working with people in sales, whether it's management, whether it's accounts, whether it's IT, the knock-on effect of successful business is huge. And the fact that you have continued to focus your efforts here in the northeast, to base your headquarters effectively here in the northeast of England, is incredibly welcome. And I think it makes a strong statement about the values of your company, but also the value that you attach to the workforce in this region, the potential for the future in this region, and just what can be delivered from this base going forward. I look forward to reading the article in the Telegraph tomorrow to learn about your next round of acquisitions, but I suspect from the discussions that we've had already that that won't be the last round of acquisitions. I think this is a company we're going to hear more and more about. I want to see it play its role in delivering on the government's Northern Powerhouse agenda. We want to help the north of England realise its potential. For too long, we haven't achieved the levels of growth that have been seen in the south and seen in the capital. If we do achieve that, we can deliver real benefits, not just for the people who live here, but for UK PLC as a whole. It's companies like this that can drive it and deliver it. I commend you for what you have done. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here to see firsthand just what is going on and the exciting work that you're undertaking. And I'm delighted to get the chance to open this important centre, this additional milestone in the progress that the company is making. And I look forward to following its successes and progress as we head into the future. So thank you very much, and I hope you all enjoy the evening.
We're just going to, before we call the call, we're going to just rearrange for the photographs.
It's not staged. Entirely natural.
Okay, I'm going to ask Mr. Wharton to officially unveil our plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Refreshments